Hi everyone, this is Jack at Beach City and we are in Menlo Park at the Women's Startup Lab. Very excited with Shinjini of Das Media Group. The Das, correct?
That's right.
The Das Media Group. And I'm very excited to have you here today. It is warm and cold, and so we're dealing with it, and then it's raining and then it's not, but hey, that's what being live's all about. So thank you so much for being here with us today.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me, Jack. Totally agree with you. The weather is as unpredictable as a startup.
That is an incredibly wonderful parallel. I love it. I love it. So, I'm really excited about what you're working on. Now, the Das Media Group, how did that come about? Tell us a little bit about it, and then just kind of who you are and how you got here and what your path is.
Totally. So, Jack, I was telling you before that my mission really is to bridge the gap between intellect and pop culture in the media. I think that the media has such an incredible reach of just billions and billions of people, but unfortunately, I'm not sure that the content I would consider mostly particularly intellectual or intelligent or useful for our mind. And so, I'm all about, entertaining, but I'm also about educating. And so really trying to bridge that gap.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like we're getting a lot of oversaturated, undervalued, just a lot of noise. A lot of noise, a lot of things filling our heads and our minds and distracting us from really what makes us individual and unique and what really captivates us as individuals. And I also feel like a lot of people, when they're doing their Instagram, they're doing their blogs and their vlogs and things, it's just whatever comes to mind, and they do, which is fine and natural. We kind of do it here, but we have a bit of intelligent things we like to step on and go forward from there. So it's hard to explain, to me at least, for you don't want to come off like, oh, we need to be more intelligent, but we really do.
Totally.
Like, it's not. There's enough noise out there. We need to cut through it like a knife and say, hey, this is real, intelligent conversation, and this helps you grow.
Totally.
As a person, as a brand, as a company.
Totally.
And so a lot of people right now, and you as well, are utilizing the ability to create your own brand as yourself. Can you tell me a little bit about that experience and possibly some advice from someone who wants to do the same?
Totally. And you hit the nail on the head, Jack. I think we're living in a climate where now an influencer is a person, right? It is no longer a brand, right? It is no longer this entity that's out of reach. It's me as a person. So I'll be honest, when I first started in 2015, some of my content was a little bit, I don't want to say, but I think I took myself very seriously. Let's put it that way, right? Whereas now I'm super organic, I'm super real, and my engagement, no joke, has tripled, if not 4x'd, in just 3 years, and I'm now hitting 2 million plus a month in impressions. Where I started with 0, in 2015, and so for me, I think it's about being organic, it's about being real, and it's about really being unfiltered. I think that for me is the mantra for 2018. Just me personally is be unfiltered. Say what you're thinking. Say what you're feeling. I mean, obviously be appropriate, right? Obviously, don't be inappropriate, but at the same time, be honest and be real. And
be
I think
authentically human.
Totally experience. And there are times when, like, I'll give you an example. This morning, I was doing my makeup in the car, and instead of me acting like I got it done, or I was like, this is me in the car doing makeup. So I think people like that, right? Because you seem real and genuine, not out of reach and untouchable, which unfortunately I feel like the majority of the largest influencers in the world seem to the normal everyday person.
It's just overproduced. It's overproduced. Every little thing, every eyelash, every fake dimple and whatnot is so. It's executed to the point where they aren't accessible. They aren't truly. They're living for the IG. They're living for the social media. They're living for that attention instead of just saying, hey, this is me, this is who I am, take it or leave it. If you like it, cool, welcome. If you don't, hey man, there's other pages.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's hard to explain because actually this is one of my first forays in front of the camera. So for me, I'm just being myself, and I'm sometimes slightly unaware that the camera is there because I like to have conversations with people. However, there is an air of understanding that you are in front of the camera, you are live, and you can't react in certain ways to certain things, and you can't use certain words because we like to be able to get to multiple demographics, and people are sensitive, and that's fine. And I feel that we've actually had incredible reception, just being us.
Yep.
Just waking up during our morning check-in, telling everybody, hey, this is what we're doing today. Well, and we're laughing.
Yeah.
Or we're exhausted, or we're jet lagged, and that's our human experience, and people love it.
Yep.
And the fact that we speak with entrepreneurs and they just tell, we just like are like, hey, what do you do? Tell us about who you are, and they just go and go and go, and we laugh, and everything, and it's just natural, you know. And I think that's something you've probably definitely achieved, especially since you can see in your results.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, I'm doing right now like 45,000 impressions a month on Instagram.
Lovely.
Started very, very little because again, Instagram is a visual platform, very different in terms of my audience, which is highly sort of educated intellectual people. Like, I mean, you can only post so many pictures of yourself,
Of course.
and so then it's like, what else do you post? And so I definitely had a struggle there in terms of what do I talk about, that's interesting and appealing to engineers, to entrepreneurs, to investors, to people who have this incredibly high sort of intellect, but who also want to see themselves in entertainment.
Of course.
So that's kind of the gap.
We nerds
that,
need to be represented, guys.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
I mean, that's what
I'm
I'm
doing. I'm really excited.
Immediately I'm going to follow you on Instagram because it's so rare. Like, everyone's so caught up in like, I
The
must look
looks.
perfect.
Yep.
I need to look like a doll.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yes, we're human. Like, we have ribs and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
these are bodies. These are not. We're not. Our body is an organism. It's a living, breathing thing. It's not chipping away at a marble block.
Totally.
This
And
is
I will
not-
say,
yeah.
you were asking advice, I
Yeah.
think, especially for all the young girls watching.
Yes.
And
We're talking to you,
You're talking to you. I know.
ladies.
I am
We're
talking to you. I am
you.
talking. I love you, but I'm talking to you. So my brand is the Go-Getter Girl, and so they're all
Yes.
Go-Getter girls. Go-Getter girls are not self-absorbed.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the images that I see, no shade, but kind of, it's all just very like. It hurts me.
Yeah.
It pains me
Yeah.
because
It's like sun shower shades.
Yeah, because
there are rays. There are rays. There is a rainbow,
That's a good
guys.
one. That's a good. I'm
there's
gonna use
hope.
that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
okay,
that.
that's cool.
So it's focus on your intellect. Focus on the substance.
Yeah.
Style is great. I'm a big fan of being stylish. You're a big fan of being stylish, but for me, style is the second layer.
Yeah.
It's not the first layer.
Yeah, it's your
You know,
creative element. It's not who you are as
Totally.
your core.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like though a lot of people, especially the girls on Instagram, just social media in general, it's all for that appearance, for the for the body, for the this, for the that. And my thing is, how about a brain with a body?
Yeah.
How about that?
I think we're around the same exact page.
Right.
Yep. And I
Yeah.
think the fact or the blessing really that we had that we didn't grow up
Yeah.
with
Social
this
media,
as
that
we
this
became
level.
who we
Yes,
are.
yeah.
And so we understand that like there is a huge, massive difference, yet
Yeah.
a very fine line
Yeah.
of positive and negative attention.
That's right.
Whereas attention,
Yeah.
you can become addicted to that.
Yes.
Who's happening? Oh, the unicorn. Oh, I didn't point that out to you. It was actually really funny. Bill was like talking about unicorns, and the unicorn was like right here.
Right,
So it was really, really funny. But so, I mean, yeah, but I think, I don't know, my mother always really emphasized that. She's like,
Yeah.
yes, you might get attention.
Yeah.
But who are you getting attention from and in what way?
Right. Exactly.
And I think that self-validation right now is just, I want likes, I don't care
Right.
who and what it comes from, even if they're
Yeah.
not human,
Yeah.
even if they're bots.
If they're exactly.
Like, geez, guys.
goodness.
Like,
Don't
you
be
know,
desperate. Oh my God.
Love yourself. Love who you
Yes.
are.
Yes.
Love your imperfections.
Yes.
Love, I've got gray hair, guys.
Yeah. Totally.
I'm not even 30.
Totally.
Like,
She's a go-getter.
Like,
That's why she's great. She's
know,
working so hard.
life stresses you
You
out.
know?
You get gray hair. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Girls, we gotta get threaded.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Yeah. Totally.
It is what it is,
Totally.
you know? And when we have this honest experience, like, you see, like, our moms, and, like, we see how much they're like, oh, man, if I was still young, I'd be
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
just be who your mom wants to be.
Totally.
Like, just whatever.
Well,
Don't
and
care.
rock it at every age. Rock
Yeah.
it at every age.
Every age.
There's no regrets, and I think that's part of what I'm teaching. Via
Yeah.
social media, via digital,
Yeah.
is empower yourself.
Yeah.
Empowerment is at every age. It's not that if you're 20, you're great. If you're 40, you're screwed.
Yeah.
That's just not how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
want to be fashionable and fit at
Yeah.
42.
I wanna be happy.
and happy and
I'm
just
happy,
excited.
yeah.
40 is not old. No, it is not old.
I want to
But,
be amazing
you know,
at every age.
exactly.
And I want to rock it at
Totally,
every age.
totally.
And I want to be able to love
Totally.
and love myself and
Absolutely.
love yourself first.
Absolutely.
And so tell me, go-getter girls, how
Yes.
do girls get involved? How do they tell me all
yes,
about
everything. Okay, so I am building an empire as
Yes.
we speak. The demand is just overwhelming because the thing
amazing.
is, you must understand where I'm coming from, Jack. When I was growing up, it was actresses, it was singers, it was models who were the pop stars, whereas now, even in my short time, I have the reception and following of a pop star. I mean, I was just in Paraguay with the U.S. Department of State, from lines of fans waiting to take selfies and pictures. I mean, no less than, it's just the scale, just the
that's
scale,
beautiful.
right?
That's
There's
beautiful.
there's
No,
in the
it's
millions. I'm in the thousand.
When
But
you know that people don't have someone to look up to,
Totally.
and then they discover you.
Totally. Well, and
it's
that's
incredible.
been just life changing from even in the past few days. Just hundreds of messages from girls and boys saying, "I finally have a role model who I can identify with, who's like educated and has a degree, and I'm working at a degree." And it was so hard for me to relate to a movie star, a singer, this in that way. As a student in college, as an engineering student. I mean, I have literally schools in India, all these engineering schools in India, those kids following me saying, "These sister, you're an engineer." And for me, that is why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Nice. No, all my best girlfriends are engineers.
Right. So
Like,
do you know what I'm saying,
seriously,
though? Because we've never been represented.
Yeah.
Because to me, I don't play the ethnicity card because I'm Indian, and so I could say that I've never seen anybody, Indian growing up, and that's true. But my motivation, to be honest, the engineering, the intellect, is far more than the ethnicity angle. Does that make sense? So
definitely.
I think for me, I want to see overreaching because I don't play that card as much as I play that I've never seen a famous engineer. You know what I mean? Like, and so I want that to be a thing because I think if that's a thing, then girls will now want to be engineers, right? They'll want to start coding. They'll want to start building businesses. So engineering and entrepreneurship are so closely aligned. So how do girls get involved? Follow me at Speaker Shinjini. So I'm at SPEAKER SHINJINI, Twitter, Facebook, public page,
and we'll
Instagram.
post
You'll
all
post
those
all
links,
that. That's right.
Go get
My
it.
first book is coming out.
Yes.
So
yes,
that's the next
tour.
thing. Yeah, book tour.
International or just US based for
international.
now?
I mean,
Nice.
I'm
Go big or go
I'm
home,
I'm
guys.
worldwide, baby.
Yes,
I'm worldwide.
yes, I love it.
No, seriously. I mean, I have fans
no.
in Australia and.
You should come to the UN.
Yeah,
should come.
yeah,
Like,
totally.
absolutely.
So I've never been to Australia actually.
Neither have
yeah.
I, and hopefully
So-
we'll both be going. So cool.
So yeah, so I live chatted with a friend in Brisbane. So I mean, I'm
Okay.
all over. India,
Nice.
of course, is huge.
love it.
Latin America because I speak Spanish fluently.
Yep, very
So
nice.
that's huge. So I'm literally it's everywhere. So now it's just about meeting your demand.
I'm getting chills.
I'm
Partially
thrilled.
because I'm
Yeah.
freezing, but also
Yeah.
because of the moment. Like, this is
she's
incredible.
real. She's real.
She's real.
Yeah.
She's here, guys, and you can be a part of this.
Totally.
And you can learn from her.
Because
and
you're a
you
go-getter.
can- Yes.
Because if you have goals, which I hope you do, you are a go-getter. And that's part of what I'm building it is a human brand.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking me today, who's your target audience? I said a human being.
Yeah. So to all you human beings out there who want to be a go-getter, you need to get on this. I know. Yes.
If you are
our
alive,
comprehensive.
I want you.
Yes. I love it.
yes.
So, guys, please tune in for more I'm so cold. Interviews from Beach City, and we will continue this throughout the evening and hopefully inside. This is Jack at Beach City with
Shinjini.
Thank you, Shinjini. I want to say it right.
Totally.
Get it too. So, and go get her girls. All right. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.